Hi, Toriano Pope here to discuss Moore's model of interaction along with Garrison's community of inquiry framework. The distinctives of Moore's model of interaction focuses on transactional distance, learner-content interaction, learner-to-learner interaction, and learner-to-teacher interaction. Moore encouragingly mentioned that transactional distance is the mutual action between teachers and students when there is a separation during education, and this produces distinctive behavior patterns in education. According to Moore, learner content interaction has a positive impact because students have interactions with material which influences their understanding, perceptions, and cognitive structures. Moore's model of interaction concerning the learner-to-learner interaction focuses on collaboration between peers with or without teacher present. And I've noticed that a lot of students, when the teacher is not present, they have a lot more ideas, they're a lot more open, they're a lot more creative juices get flowing when the teacher is not around. Sometimes teachers place a pressure or with their presence being there, and sometimes with the teacher interaction as far as online could open up a general and a wide variety of ideas. Lastly, Moore's learner-to-teacher interaction includes all communications between the teacher and student throughout the semester, and also the instructors' organizations provided by the teacher to steer the learning process. Some of the strengths, which focuses on adult learners, according to Ball, Kimball, and Stansberry, emphasizes the key strengths is the interaction between students, which enhances the learning experience and increases student satisfaction with the class. So a lot of students are more satisfied when they actually have a chance to interact with other students and express their ideas and concerns. Fulford and Zhang states having interaction between learners and teachers improves learners' attitudes and motivations to learn. Moore viewed dialogue and course structure adaptable to students' needs, decreases transactional distance, which increases learner potency. Some of the weaknesses as far as adult learning interaction, Moore lists a lack of teacher to learner and learner to learner interaction could pose a problem in the physical distance results in a communication and psychological gap with the opportunity for poor communication and misunderstanding between the teacher and learner. And I've noticed that in some classes that I've taken, that I read the syllabus, I read the intent of the professor, and sometimes there's a miscue for some reason between understanding what actually is required. I would apply this theory in distance education course development to ensure there is a solid organization during the development process, creating opportunities for interactions with learners and among peers, and have an open dialogue to clear up any misunderstandings with the course, which will keep learners motivated and engaged. And I think once learners get a misunderstanding or they get off track, sometimes they can lose their motivation. Some students may drop out throughout the semester, just feeling that they can't keep up. I've noticed that with some comments from other students. They just feel like once they fall behind or can't keep up, or they get a misunderstanding, that they just, decide to end the class. As far as Garrison's community of inquiry framework, the distinctives of the COI, according to Garrison, are three elements that interact, which are social presence, cognitive presence, and teaching presence. The text describes social presence as participants in the community of inquirers for inquirers' ability to present themselves to others as real people. Garrison lists cognitive presence as people in a configuration of community communication with each other in a meaningful way. And so some people feel like they need to have a meaningful and engaged conversation with each other as adults. Also, the teaching presence guides the cognitive and social processes to have a meaningful educational outcome. The strengths of COI for adult learners, according to Garrison's, is it proved to be useful in higher education. Blended, web-based, synchronous, and multi-user environments. The reason was because the COI framework was collaborative and continuous process, which promoted deep learning. So students got a chance as adults to interact with each other in a continual process to build, as in this class, as we're working together to build on a project, to work towards a common goal. And as far as adults learners are concerned, I didn't see any weaknesses, or no weaknesses were listed with the COI. I could apply COI in distance education course development in the heating and air conditioning industry by allowing learners to present their prior knowledge in the HVAC industry to the class and among peers, and allow them to collaborate those ideas with new technology that's coming up throughout the industry. A lot of adult tradesmen, they have a vast amount of knowledge and that they can contribute to a discussion forum, and I follow a lot of those forums many times to learn ideas and concepts that I never even thought about. So I think as far as trades and industrial industry, this would be a great opportunity to build a base industry to promote collaborative information with each other. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this.